Gang of teens who stabbed teen Kyle Yule convicted of murder. A gang of 5 youths have been convicted of the murder of 17-year-old Kyle Yule. The teen had been punched, kicked and stabbed in the horrific attack in Gillingham, Kent, last year, the gang attacking him like vultures as he lay helplessly on his best friend and #X27's doorstep. The attack on the evening of October 6 last year was triggered by a stolen bike and followed several violent clashes between two gangs of teenage boys known as C4 and G10 in the Medway towns. The cycle theft was said to be the final insult for Victor Mayvizira. A court was told the 19-year-old gathered his troops and, having tooled up, attacked Kyle as payback for a split lip he had suffered in an earlier confrontation with one of the teen and #X27's friends. A jury at Maidstone Crown Court in Kent also heard from witnesses who described hearing Kyle screaming for help and for his mum as he was viciously attacked with a machete. He was also heard shouting out to Mayvizira, referring to him by his tag name of V, that he had had enough and to stop his onslaught. The hooded and masked teenagers, who acted together in total silence, then fled on foot or bikes, leaving the stricken Kyle telling those trying to save his life that he knew he was dying. He had been pounced upon by his killers, one aged just 15 at the time, as he sat in a Renault Clio in East Street at about 8 p.m. They smashed the windscreen and a side window and slashed a tire, forcing Kyle to flee. The gang, described by onlookers as acting as if they were possessed, gave chase and within seconds had punched him to the ground and knifed him 5 times. Kyle, who lived in nearby Hamilton Road, suffered a fatal wound to a major artery in his right armpit and died on the operating table at Medway Maritime Hospital in the early hours of October 7. Just 24 hours before the murder, police had spoken to the teen and his best friend, 18-year-old Louis Stylilo, about their problems with Mayvizira. Mayvizira, from St. John and #X27's Road, Gillingham, 3 17-year-olds from Gillingham, Sittingbourne in Kent, and Stevenage, Hertfordshire, and a 16-year-old from Croydon, South London, all denied murder and violent disorder but were found guilty today. An order preventing the identification of the juvenile defendants is currently in place but will be considered by Judge Adele Williams later today. Kyle and #X27's mum, Nikki Yule, attended throughout the 8-week-long proceedings.